See, we got to make it out. My life then couldn't take mine. Got to watch your head side. Come from the worst, but me try to live the best life, so me couldn't left mine. No for them just body not the most, so me coming like a landslide from the hillside. Looking at the mirror, know me proud. So me got the vision, every man no see it now. So we there up on a meditation and try to get rid of from me elevation. Watching how they try to put them up on the top. 30-odd people now have the best hand out. But you are walking, and I get chopped till the lies you don't be talking. Boy, on up and give thanks for the make. You the amount of negativity about you is a rage. When me by myself out to the father, me be paid. Need a little balance for the things that me be facing. Need a little blessings, cause me have been really waiting. So me have to take the skills, cause it's too heavy. Get lost in the lies. Not once but twice, yeah. They don't want us to thrive. So we there up on a meditation and try to get me down from me elevation. Watching how they try to put them up on the top. 30-odd people now have the best hand out. But you are walking, and I get chopped till the lies you don't be talking. Boy, on up and get thanks up for the making. Them out of negativity, them out of is a raging. Yeah, still I think about the choice. Would you really give your soul to live a better life? So me rather pray to God and watch my blessings multiply. No fear demons, got the Father by my side. Oh, lonely road, oh, Lord, no. Let me give you a little advice. Now everybody dig, man, vibe. Try to get rid of from me elevation. Watching how they try to put them up on the top. 30-odd people have the best eyes. Oh, so watch how they walking, and I get chopped in the lies that they'll be talking. That's all I end up and get thanks for the making. Cut them out of negativity, they about to rage. See when me by myself out to the Father, me be patient. Need a little balance for the things that me be facing. Need a little blessings, cause me I be really waiting. And me have me really waiting, cause it's too heavy, get lost in the lies. Not once but not twice. One is a twice. Why we always stay up on a meditation. Try to get rid of me, up on a mess start. Watching how they try to put them on the top. Reaching out to voodoo, out to road, I read my heart. And I got chopped till the eyes, I don't be talking. And get thanks up for the making. Them out of negativity, the about is a raging.
This is Quincy Anderson. You know I love my country. There's no other country better than mine. Welcome to Guyana, land of 6 races, 6 different faces, and we all live in love. Guyana is a beautiful country, no other can compare. Got everything right here, so no other can compare. Guyana is made up of so many natural resources. We don't need no forces, cause we got enough resources. Let's talk about bauxite, gold, diamond, and rice. We got it right here. Guyana ain't going nowhere. We got enough oil too. One Guyana, I love Guyana. Guyana, my country, my home. The only place I call home. One Guyana, I love Guyana. Guyana, my country, my home. The only place I call home. Hey, hey, Guyana is nice, Guyana is fun, Guyana is clean, Guyana is green, Guyana got oil, Guyana got gold, Guyana got young and Guyana got old. I ain't talking no more. Guyana got things, we growing wings and developing things. The government real and that's a big deal. I'm singing from my heart, Guyana. I love Guyana. Guyana, my country, my home. The only place I call home. One Guyana. I love Guyana. Guyana, my country, my home. The only place I call home. Welcome to Guyana, land of 6 races, 6 different faces, and we all live in love. Guyana is a beautiful country, no other can compare. got everything right here, so no other can compare. Guyana is made up of so many natural resources. We don't need no forces, cause we got enough resources. Let's talk about bauxite, gold, diamond, and rice. We got it right here. Guyana ain't going nowhere. We got enough oil to one Guyana. I love Guyana. Guyana, my country, my home. The only place I call home. One Guyana. I love Guyana. Guyana, my country, my home. The
Alex.
Panic, cause every day's another episode. And to it all, we have to hold on. Face your fears and fight no matter how long. Solid, chatty with every load. Don't panic, cause every day's another episode. And to it all, we have to hold on. Face your fears and fight no matter how long. The fight only finish for the weak ones. So when that you call, you watch how you respond. Dark, face your fears, fight your demons. Firm, we go to a jubilation. He is a heavy load, still a chatana. Have a legacy fi build, so me fi carry on. And the dark days pray fi go to the storm. Now give up none time, cause that's what we want. Solid, Johnny with every load. Don't panic, cause every day's another episode. And to it all, we have to hold on. Face your fears and fight no matter how long. Solid, Johnny with every load. Don't panic, cause every day's another episode. And to it all, we have to hold on. Face your fears and fight no matter how long.
Solid, just like a rock. Spiritually we fight a lot. They trap them, said ya cancel that. You just can't stop me, not try do that. Got to be careful of negligence. Move wise, use up your intelligence. Guard of honor like the presidents. Progress and its evidence. Me no care how much time they want turn me down. Things say me woulda tumble down. Chant to me ancestors speak Congo drum. That's why me know me have to overcome. Stand firm and a lean for no one. You can set up your own program. Have the whole world a sing out the slogan. No time in a slow down. Plus with
solid, Johnny with every load. Don't panic, cause every day's another episode. And to it all, we have to hold on. Face your fears and fight no matter how long. Solid, Johnny with every load. Don't panic, cause every day's another episode. And to it all, we have to hold on. Face your fears and fight no matter how long.
You gon' vex, but I tell you, sometimes you just got to listen. There's a child in every home and every community. They will grow up to be symbols of unity. They'll be colorblind to race and ethnicity. That's the vision of a leader like President Irfan Ali. I'm talking about the one Guyana where our people can live in peace, where every race trusts each other, where racial prejudice no longer exists. Our children will have one Guyana to grow up in a land united and free with equality and blessed with prosperity. For too long we've been fighting one another. It's race against race, but in the end the country suffer. Oh, we were born here, not in India nor Africa. But if we can't get along, the foreigners gon' eat we suffer. We must put an end to racism. Let it end now with this generation. Together we'll develop this nation. Make Guyana the gem of the Caribbean. Don't listen to them wicked politicians who will divide us to win an election, believe it or not. Guyanese no smarter than that. Yeah, I told you, it's your boy Padmore. Unity is the key. We are all one and we should be treated as one.
Wake up, the day is bright, and I feel the blue. Turn your dial for Livewire, we're ready to go. With Courdwel Jones, you know it's gonna be real. From 8 to 9, bring your vibes you can feel. News, views, and what's hot today will keep you wired in every way. Livewire, tune in and feel the spark. Every morning, lighting up your heart. Courdwel's here, bringing life to your day. Monday to Friday, we're paving the way. Wake up, the day is bright, time to feel the flow. Turn your dial to Livewire, we're ready to go. With Courdwel Jones, you know it's gonna be real. From 8 to 9, from 8 to 9, bringing vibes you can feel. News, views, and what's hot today will keep you wired in every way. We'll keep you wired every way, in every way. Livewire, tune in and feel the spark. Every morning, lighting up your heart. Courdwel's here, bringing life to your day. Monday to Friday, we're paving the way. Stories that matter, we've got the scoop. From the latest headlines to the local truth. It's your community, your voice, your power. Livewire hits you every hour. So grab your coffee, your tea, or toast. With Courdwel Jones, we'll give you the most. Livewire, we'll give you the way. Running to the energy, the beat of the street, the show that connects. It's where people meet. We're wired to your world, we got the news. On Livewire, there's nothing to lose. Livewire, turn and feel the spark. Every morning, lighting up your heart. Courdwel's here, bringing life to your day. Monday to Friday, we're paving the way. Livewire, tune in and feel the spark. Every morning, lighting up your heart. Courdwel's here, bringing life to your day. Monday to Friday, we're paving the way. Livewire, tune in and feel the spark. Every morning, lighting up your heart. Courdwel's here, bringing life to your day. Monday to Friday, we're paving the way. Stories that matter, we got the scoop. From the latest headlines to the local truth. It's your community, your voice, your power. Livewire hits you every hour. Livewire, tune in and feel the spark. Every morning, lighting up your heart. It's your community, your voice, your power. Livewire hits you every hour.
Good morning and welcome to another episode of Livewire with yours truly. It is the 1st of March. Could you believe it? We are already 4 months in to 2025. Where does the time go? For those of you who have been out there procrastinating, you still got some time left in the year. Get something started, get something doing, get involved in something, some way, somehow, accomplish something today. Accomplish something today because time is slipping away quickly, moving fast. We are almost at the mid-year point. Morning to all the persons across the 10 administrative regions. Morning to all the persons. I see it. I see in persons. Sorry. It's the The 1st of April. Sorry. That's my April Fool's joke. I was just checking to see if y'all paying attention. Wrong with you. I know the month we in. But nevertheless, we're moving through. Morning to the persons joining us across the diaspora. Morning to the persons joining us across the 10 administrative regions. Special good morning to all the persons in the comment section. Glad you guys could be here for yet another episode of Livewire. General Narendra, morning to you. Eddie Ramnath. Vishnu Chintaman from Pennsylvania. Bawan Danraj, morning to you. Lenny Lachman. Nadi Ricky Udapal, morning to you. Wasim Nabi Joseph Sitar, good morning to you. Rahim Amarali, good morning to you as well. Chris Jonah Bijan, Mohammed, morning to you. Umar Sharif, Dial Sukram, good morning to you. Dr. Nandalal, Krishna Diodat, good morning to you. Pam, morning to you. And Trevor, Philip Diabru, Derek Drupal, good morning. Carla Daniels joining us from Maikoni, morning to you. And you could now go. Okay, sorry. WhatsApp message came in. Sean Barrett, I see a message, right? Right. Riaz Ali, morning to you. Sunil Rahubir, Michael Danis, morning to you. Prasad Patti, morning. Sherwin Siram, Eunice Rahubir, morning to you. Morning to Rita, morning to Polly. Mazo Inshan, morning to you. Ronald Jones, morning. Dinan Suku, Deshaun Abrams, Zoid, Baby, Miss Little, Mr. Little, the Little Littles, morning to everybody. Leslie Mongal, morning to you. Prem Prashad, good morning. Maureen Razio, Betty Chris, Neil Ramlochan, sorry, morning to you. Ashmi Balzio, I gotta go and get some glasses, guys. I think my vision definitely going. Old age is a terrible thing. Oh boy. Henry Jagdio, good morning. Christopher Prasad, morning to you as well. Jerry Gomes, good morning to you. Who else we got here? Lola Harry, Tulsi Ramchetti, morning to you. Roger Fong, morning to you. Morning to King Emperor. Clifford Sukraj, morning. I definitely gotta go and get my eyes checked. When stuff close, it blurry. Now, like even when I look at things further away, that getting blurry too. Like, oh boy. Oh. What are we gonna do? Pam says still sleeping in March. Anyway, let's get into it for this morning. I hope everybody had a restful night, and you could imagine a man that older than me, a man that's so old he could be deemed as a sentient being, Ronald Jones, talking about makeover. Man, look, I don't know what to say about some of these people. Anyway, let me move on to important things. So, Andre Matthews, morning to you. Reefa Singh, morning. Richard Stanislaus, morning to you. Yeah, I plan to use the ITES voucher, right? So, Bob, let me jump into it. Morning, everybody. All the formalities out of the way. Let me get it started. So, our guy, Winston Breezy, was taken before the courts for misconducting public office. Now, there have been allegations of gross undervaluation of state lands during the tenure of Winston Breezy, or Win Breezy, right? So Winston Jordan is charged with misconduct in public office for allegedly authorizing the sale of state lands valued at $150 million for merely $2.4 million, a significant undervaluation. The land in question is located at Plantation, Goodforwachting, and Sparendam, East Coast. These lands were transferred through vesting order number 69 of 2020. Mind you, Mind you, after no confidence motion and all that stuff. You understand me? After no confidence motion and all that stuff, and Nigel Hughes turned into this government, a legitimate government that don't have no confidence motion passed against them, that is not required to hold elections in 3 months, and telling them halt all land sales and land deals and whatever it is that's going on that the government currently got going on. But Winston could allegedly undervalue, sell land undervalued during a period when the administration was not halfway, not quarter way, not a piece away, but in full caretaker mode. Full caretaker mode. So imagine not a word from Nigel Hughes. Mr. I am willing to step aside for consensus candidate and all this nonsense. Not a word from him about this. And I would even be surprised to find out it's Nigel Hughes representing you in this. That's the hypocrisy that really pisses me off about politics. You understand? The hypocrisy. You telling a legitimate administration that get voting, get recounting, all the competent interlocutors say yes, this is them. You pass no confidence motion, or you had a successful motion of confidence passed against the Irfan Ali administration. And Nigel Hughes got the testicular fortitude to tell people, or to say to the Irfan Ali administration, oh my, it's an election year and you should halt all land operations and sailing and leasing of lands and buy land without seeing a lease, buy land without seeing a transport, buy land without verification that the land actually owned by the person who's selling it. And instead of you defend yourself in a competent manner, this attorney, I'm going off topic, this attorney at law telling people, but go and do investigation, he welcomes this and welcome that. Nonsense, man. Foolishness. But as I was saying, the land in question is at Courdwel Acton and Sparring Dam, right? And was transferred during a period when the government at that time, the Granger Danger government, was in full caretaker mode. Full caretaker mode. Now, there's a pattern here of alleged financial misconduct under the APNU AFC. Now, this charge follows previous allegations against Jordan, including his involvement in the sale of state property to BK Marine for $20.2 million, when the estimated value of the same land he sold to BK Marine exceeded 5 billion, not million, billion, like in Barrett, not who I know with M. Who I know with M by? Nothing ain't coming to me by I know no M. Mine, nobody ain't coming to mine. Who? But my point I'm making is 20.2 million when the estimated value exceeded, not is 5 billion, not under 5 billion, more than 5 billion. Now, these cases highlight a pattern of alleged reckless mismanagement and abuse of public trust during the APNU AFC administration. And we have tons of examples of these sorts of behavior by these officials, these then officials of the former administration, the Granger Danger administration, right? SOCU's investigation, SOCU has been investigating the misuse of state assets. Now, the Special Organized Crime Unit has been actively investing financial irregularities under Jordan's tenure as finance minister, right? Now, the charge reinforces the government's commitment to accountability and transparency, ensuring that public officials are held responsible for their actions. Right? Now let's look at the legal arguments and the defense. Excuse me. Jordan's legal team argues that he was not responsible for determining the purchase price of the land, claiming he merely signed a vesting order. Where does the buck stop? Who is in charge of signing vesting orders in this country and these kinds of financial things? Not you, sir, as the Minister of Finance. Did you do any due diligence? So probably get a second evaluation to make sure that, you know, you got something to look at and compare the first evaluation to. The people finish paying for the land when you vested? Or you sign over everything without receiving full payment? Is that something that may have happened? Right? Now, despite these claims, prosecutors maintain that his action constituted a reckless abuse of public trust, with the undervaluation being so extreme that it amounts to misconduct. As a member of the public here in Guyana, Mr. Jordan, I trusted that you, being the person charged with looking after land sales and signing vesting orders and all this other stuff, that you'd have made sure that the rest of the Guyanese public, including myself, get value for money. So people who want to take land in Guyana and acquire land and lease land and become landowners have to pay the market value. And you're the person who's in charge of ensuring Guyanese get value for money because it's you in charge of the money and paying out the money. So what steps did you take as a finance minister to ensure that, hey, based on this acreage and what the little knowledge I got of market value right now, things are looking right here. Let's get another evaluator to evaluate the property, you understand, and see what that one comes in. And then even if you got to go put a price on it in the middle of the two, we understand. But when it's way below what it's selling for, comrade, you got to do better, right? Now, in terms of the judicial proceedings and bail conditions, Jordan appeared before Senior Magistrate Fabio Azor at the Georgetown Magistrates Court and was granted $150,000 bail. Unlike previous cases, he is not required to report to the police and remains free until the next court appearance on April 23, 2025. Now, in May 2023, Jordan was cleared of some similar charges. However, this new charge suggests a pattern of questionable transactions under his tenure. You understand? And this seems to warrant extensive investigation and more scrutiny of the time Mr. Jordan would have spent in office there. Now, what are the broader implications for governance and accountability? The charge against Jordan is a part of a larger probe into the mismanagement of state resources under the APNU AFC administration. It underscores the importance of strengthening oversight mechanisms to prevent future misuse of public assets. Now, the PVPC administration has signaled that it remains committed to rooting out corruption and ensuring that state resources benefit the Guyanese people and not private interests. Right? So, when we know, I hope that your situation is sorted out. The courts take its time to look at what's going on with you and make a good decision, a righteous decision, a just decision. So if indeed you undervalue the thing, there should be some repercussions to you. Right? So we're waiting to see. We moving on though. So this photo you're seeing here, this is some action outside of Suriname. And right now we're talking to the rice farmers, because I would have seen several videos when a Kavaka went to some of these rice producing communities in Essequibo and Borgis, and I heard one video. I remember one video, I should say, specifically when a rice farmer said, what? Rice farmer hungry in Borbis or something like that. Or rice farmer hungry. I just want to say to this man, right away off the bat, you got rice there, paddy or thing. Shell it, cook the rice and eat it. Don't stay hungry, brother. Don't stay hungry. If it's a case where you're saying that you have nothing but you have rice to sell, you shell some of that paddy and you cook it. Don't just left yourself under. And I was so glad that this information came to light so that Guyanese rice farmers finally have something understandable to compare their current situation to, and all the assistance they've been getting from the administration to cushion whatever the issues are in terms of rice, right? So what you're looking at in the photo here is rice farmers in Suriname emptying the paddy out in front of their rice development association or committee or board, whatever they call it over there, right? So these rice farmers in Suriname are protesting being offered two dos mil, 2,000, which is equivalent to about $9 per bag of paddy by millers. Dos mil, 2,000, right? 2,000. In Guyana, the government has ensured that farmers receive no less than 4,000, double what the Suriname is receiving, 4,000 a bag, which is equivalent to about $19, right? And rice farmers here complaining about government ain't got time with rice, government ain't doing this, government ain't doing that. When you have an active and now sensible Minister of Agriculture, do those rice farmers remember when the previous administration would have said rice is private business, y'all try that? Now you get somebody who's actually working to make things better for you. And because it's not where you want it to be right now, you are pretending like the whole situation is so horrible and nothing is good. Oh, shucks, man. Now, this highlights the government of Guyana's proactive approach in securing better earnings for rice farmers, despite falling international rice prices. So 4,000 is maintained despite the drop in prices internationally. Now, it is important to look at Guyana's government protection versus Suriname's situation. This government of Guyana signed an agreement with millers to guarantee a minimum price of 4,000 per bag, ensuring farmers are shielded from drastic price drops. In contrast to Suriname farmers who have no such price protection and are forced to protest unfairly low prices. Now, in my view, this demonstrates the PPPC's administration's commitment to safeguarding farmers' livelihoods. Right? Another thing, again, we need to take into consideration international rice market challenges. First of all, global rice prices have dropped from US 700 to around US 400 per ton. Right? Despite this, Guyana's farmers are still earning significantly more per bag compared to their Surinamese counterparts. The government of Guyana's intervention ensures stability in the local rice sector, preventing farmers from facing severe financial distress. Now, rice has always been a priority under all PPPC governments. The government has consistently supported, PPPC governments, I should say, have consistently supported rice farmers through price guarantee, infrastructure development, and subsidies. This is in stark contrast to Suriname, where farmers are left to the mercy of market fluctuations and millers' pricing strategies. Now, the PPPC has proven its commitment to agriculture, ensuring fair prices for rice farmers, even in tough economic conditions. And again, I'm talking about rice, but this could be juxtaposed against any aspect of the agriculture sector. Cash crop, regular farming, livestock, however you want to look at it, hydroponics, cage culture, greenhouse, all aspects of agriculture. We've seen advancements and investments in these areas. Now, what about the economic stability and farmer welfare in Guyana? The Guyana government's policies protect farmers' earnings, right? Fostering confidence in the rice sector. Surinamese farmers resorting to dumping their paddy in protest shows the consequences of weak government interventions in agriculture. Guyana's proactive policies help to sustain rural communities, drive agricultural growth, and ensure food security for us here. So I would suggest to the farmers, especially the rice farmers, like I said yesterday, to everybody, sit quietly and think about how have you benefited? What the government has done for you? Whether it's drainage or irrigation, whether you get some free paddy, whether you get a maintained price for your paddy despite external factors that may cause that price to drop. Whatever it is, however it is, you got to think about it. At the end of the day, the PPPC government's intervention has shielded Guyanese farmers from severe price drops seen in Suriname. While Surinamese farmers are protesting unfair prices, Guyanese farmers benefit from strong government support, ensuring better earnings and a stable agriculture sector. So please, rice farmers, I am begging y'all, please don't get brainwashed by certain things. Please don't get brainwashed by certain things. Right? Now, I noticed the police put out a wanted bulletin. Hotel, the police put out a wanted bulletin. And as the police put out a wanted bulletin, AFC put out a disowned bulletin. AFC disowned this man. Soon as the police put out the bulletin, AFC said, no. This man in the hay. This man in the hay. He there with me no more. This man gone. I tried it. Because they know, as I tell y'all, the internet is here and will remind you. It will remind you. Now, this guy, and it's like it's something that's running in their family. I don't know what's going on. Now, this guy was a former council for the Region 4 RDC. And there is an allegation of him obtaining credit under false pretense. And if you see him anywhere, please call the nearest police station or the Center for Change so that they can call the nearest police station and the police can get him and question him or arrest him or do whatever they need to find out what is going on with his situation. Right? Now, mind you, in the AFC press release, they said the man resigned in 2023 from the AFC. Right? But I did some digging because I said, man, just said this man left the AFC. But what's going on here? This man just roll out and left these people. This is not AFC behavior. AFC people does line with the people till the end of days, right? But before I get to that, I want to show you like this thing here is hereditary in terms of this guy. So this is Nielsen Mackenzie Sr. Now we're going to look at Nielsen Mackenzie Jr. You make a joke with this internet. Y'all don't do nothing, you know. Don't do nothing. Behave yourself. This internet is easy. So when looking at the report, I Googled the name and this came up. So ex-Ministry of Business employee charged with forging scrap metal license. I said, why this article here? Babs, is Nielsen Mackenzie Jr. My boy get accused of forging scrap iron licenses. So apparently it's something in the genes. It's false. Allegedly something in the genes. Allegedly. Y'all don't come for me with the court. It's an allegation, wasn't made by me. Right? So this Stabrook News article, what's the date? This is January of 2018. When was the no confidence mode? That was late in the year. I think it was 2018. Late in the year. So just before the no confidence. You understand? Serious allegations against Mr. Nielsen Mackenzie Jr. Now, Babs, the father, they in the pressure here again. Obtaining credit under false pretense. And guess what? AFC people again. AFC people again. Huh? I ain't see how the Lash Leonard Craig. Somebody got to send it to me. I ain't see it. But yeah, if y'all see this man, please call the nearest police station. You this morning to you. Please call the nearest police station. Please call the nearest police station. They want to know where this guy is. Now, I'm coming back to why the guy resigned. I wanted to share that. Stop doing nonsense, mouse. So this guy, Nielsen Mackenzie Sr., he was nominated for vice chairman of the Region 4 Regional Democratic Council, right? He was nominated for vice chairman of the Region 4 Regional Democratic Council. Now, because of the same disagreement that the AFC and the APNU are trying to agree on now, in my opinion, I believe that is one of the reasons this guy would have resigned. Right? So this is what happened to Mr. Mackenzie Sr. under the tenure of the AFC. Right? So this here is an article from, so first of all, I didn't even know that the AFC was trying to bring a no confidence motion against their coalition counterpart, the APNU, and their chairman, this gentleman here, Daniel Siram. I think Daniel beat somebody the other day or something like that. I can't remember if it's his wife or his mother or whoever, but he beat somebody the other day, and I think he get off. The person dropped the charges or something like that. Right? So they try to run a no confidence motion. Imagine, do you see this life? This life is funny. This life is very funny. Could you imagine the thing that the People's Progressive Party did in Parliament? They have two different organizations, two different institutions, Parliament and the Regional Democratic Council, but they have similar processes to remove persons who the rest of the parliamentarians or councillors feel aren't operating in the best interests of the wider public. Right? So the AFC thought Daniel and the APNU were not operating in the best interest of the citizens of Region 4 and brought a no confidence motion. But guess what? The PNC stopped it. They stopped it dead in the tracks. This guy, Samuel Sandy, got the position that our now Mr. Money under false pretense, credit under false pretense, allegation, Mr. Mackenzie was supposed to get. Right? And this caused a rift between the APNU and the AFC because they had an agreement. They had an agreement similar to what they're trying to do here again now. Right? So the AFC already has a bit of taste in their mouth because of the actions of the APNU. And Mr. Mackenzie felt shafted. Right? So let's read from here. The AFC's motion of no confidence in the APNU RDC's leader comes against the backdrop of a falling out between the two coalition parties over the election of the Regional 4 chairman and vice chairman last September. Based on agreements between the two coalition partners, the AFC would get the vice chairman position in Regions 4 and 7, Kibuni Mazaruni. The AFC had nominated Nielsen Mackenzie, or wanted individual, for the vice chairman position, while the APNU nominated Samuel Sandy, and the People's Progressive Party Civic nominated Desmond Morian. Voting was along party lines. The APNU and the PPP casted their 14 votes each for their candidates, and the AFC, with its 5 votes, backed Mackenzie. However, the APNU elected Chairman Siram used his deciding vote to elect Sandy instead of the AFC candidate. AFC General Secretary David Patterson, who had helped craft the agreement, had subsequently resigned over the breach of the agreement by the APNU, which has a history of infringements against smaller coalition partners. I did. Y'all, I did. Right? So this was this was a part of the reason Mr. Mackenzie left. This was a part of the reason Mr. Mackenzie left. Vexation. He can get chair, he can get vice chair. See, he vexed, he gone. So, I don't see this new arrangement between the AFC and the APNU 60-40 bearing any fruit. Again, if y'all see this man, this former AFC member, the Alliance for Change member, please call the nearest police station because better must come. We don't want these kind of people roaming the streets, especially when they come out to the AFC with the type of knowledge that they have. Please, better must come. Right? Better must come. Moving on. We know what's going on with these people yet. One said they're willing to step aside. The other one said they ain't bending over backwards to nobody. Trouble. If this is the disarray, no. Could you imagine what happens in government? God forbid these people ascend to government. If they got a plan now, when they can develop a plan for this country, they ain't got a plan for themselves. Y'all understand what's going on here? Could you imagine a group that didn't get voted out of office 10 years ago or 15 years ago or 20 years ago? Just the last government now coming to say to people, mind you, after having a similar arrangement that did not work. Oh, sorry. Before I come to this, I wanted to show you this here as well. I wanted to show you this here as well about the Region 4 Council. So this is another article I came across. The situation was so bad with the deals that the APNU AFC had, that the councillors for the Region 4 RDC for the AFC said to the APNU, hey, since you can't maintain we deal, we gonna start supporting the PVP in relation to voting at this council. Y'all go and read the story. September 29, 2020. You understand? We will start to support the PVP because y'all not... Okay, let's read a little section of this here. Let's read a little section of this here. As the fallout with the coalition partners grow, members of the Alliance for Change are now talking of lending support to its political rivals, the People's Progressive Party, in matters relating to Region 4. The article is here, September 29, 2020. This is Newsroom, right? The latest fallout surrounds the APNU members taking both chairmanship and vice chairman position for the District Number 4 Regional Democratic Council. Region 4 is the largest voting district and is also the home of central government. The political disagreement began days before the actual election for chairman and vice chairman for Region 4. In an exchange in a WhatsApp group, some AFC members hinted at support for the PVP when it was made clear that the leadership of the APNU had given instructions to its councillors not to support an AFC nominee for the vice chairman position. Right? So what are these two here trying to do? We have already seen... Look, I don't even want to talk about the potential of Elson Lowe as a presidential candidate. Completely retarded. Any political party that does that is political suicide for that party. Political suicide for that party. But at the end of the day, I'm saying, what are they trying to do? In the time that they were out of government, now, in a couple of months away from the election, now you are trying to sort out differences and come to an agreement. You couldn't maintain the force agreement. Nigel, these people make AFC members resign because the people who led the party in the past when you were in the private sector, as you claim, didn't ensure that the AP and UPNC maintain their parts of the agreement. So what we are doing now? Nigel Hughes has said the important thing is the country. But if the important thing was the country, then you should not want to associate yourself with these people who shaft you before, these people who did not give you a chance to make changes in the country when you guys were in office. You couldn't do anything. You had a prime minister who couldn't do nothing. They had a minister of public security where they had bare allegations of gun license sales and all sorts of things. Got to be Jaguar on the wall as a minister of government. The endangered species got it on the wall. Ain't do nothing for the support areas that support y'all. What are you expecting to happen now? What are you expecting to happen now? Complete waste. Complete. And since I just mentioned complete waste, let us treat with this matter here. Let us treat with the matter in front of us here. This mayor continues to disappoint the people of the capital city. Mayor Mentor, I am treating with your tenure as mayor. Nothing of significance, nothing of importance, and doing bare stupidness at city council. Right? Now, the mayor, I saw this, right? Oh boy, where did I see it? Just a second. Let me find this info to find out, to tell you all exactly what he said. Okay, good. So here it is. So the mayor said, PNCR continues to fight for waiver of interest on taxes owed by struggling citizens in Georgetown. This is a statement made by the mayor. The decision was taken after thorough deliberations, feedback, and appeal by our dear citizens, and in full compliance with established financial procedures that guide the administration of the city's affairs. This is another quote from him. The government's intention is to cause these poor people to become bankrupt so that they can take the opportunity to buy out their properties. We will push against that and ensure this never happens. Look, like I said, the mayor is a complete waste, and the foolishness that he peddles out there is PNCR stupid rhetoric. Right? Do y'all remember when the government had announced the construction of the Independence Boulevard there between Albistown and I think it's Le Penitence there? Christopher Jones sitting in his Kia that poor people can't buy. Do a video. Oh, they're only doing that to raise the property value. And then they're going to buy out the properties of the people who live there and blah, 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 blah. Foolishness. So the boulevard is built. All the roads in Albistown are done. And the same exact people that the PNC, AFC, APNU neglected those areas in Duno Road, in Villeneuve Boulevard for them, they're still living there. Facts or not, Mr. Mentor, could you treat with that information and tell me if it's facts or not? All the people who are living there now, living there then, when it was just a mud dam, with the PNC, APNU, AFC, and go through there and do nothing. When you are deputy mayor, you won't go through there and do nothing or check nobody. All of them are still living there and still own the properties there. You disgusting individual, you. Now he's jumping over to tax waivers. Now, just let me be clear. Right? The PPPC government has already provided significant tax reliefs for the persons in the capital city. Right? Significant tax relief for persons in the capital city and further afield within the boundaries of Guyana, the 10 administrative regions of Guyana. The government has implemented multiple tax reductions, including the removal of VAT on key services, reduction of income tax, the lowering of fuel prices to ease financial burdens on citizens. So we don't need you to ease anything. You collect the taxes so that your institution could function. Waste. Now, the claim that the government wants to bankrupt poor people is baseless and dishonest. And I will treat with that now. Given the extent of relief, the relief measures the government already put in place. Where are you getting this from, Mr. Mentor? Wasn't this administration that was taxing the people so heavy? Right? Now, at the end of the day, Alfred Mentor, property owners in Georgetown have a responsibility to pay taxes. Right? I'm saying this to you, Alfred Mentor. I had 2 years in law school. 2 years in law school. So I am telling you, right? And I read 2 pages of 2801. 2. So me and Mel got the same legal acumen. property owners in Georgetown, Mr. Mayor, have a responsibility to pay taxes. At the end of the day, Mr. Mayor, you have to remember that the city council, of which you have been a part of for some time and has been managed by the PNC for all the time, has mismanaged finances for years, decades even, and failed to collect taxes properly, leading to a cash-strapped municipality. You can't build back your wharf, you can't do back the training center, you can't pay the garbage collector, you owe GRA, you owe NIS, you're paying people the salary. You're paying people the salary at city council, deducting the NIS, but ain't really got NIS to pay to the institution. So it's false. How are you deducting something that you don't even have to pay to the person to actually deduct it? So it's a bunch of trickery going on there. And instead of you treat with that, you looking to waive a tax and interest and a set of stubbornness. What is going on with Mike Quack? Did Mike Quack pay the $6 billion owed? Many major businesses and affluent property owners have not been paying their taxes, yet the mayor is pretending that this is only affecting poor people. The mayor doesn't want to say the word Mike Quack. Doesn't want to, is Mike Quack or Mylac? Something, the people who own the land that Congress placed them on. We can't dispute that. The people who own, or the organization that own this land that Congress placed them on. Mr. Mayor, accountability is key. Georgetown cannot be run on handouts while the council squanders funds and refuses to enforce proper tax collection. I am disgusted of you, Mr. Mayor. Hence me treating with this matter this morning. The government continues to invest in the people and not taking their properties. The PPPC administration is investing billions in housing, infrastructure, and economic growth, empowering citizens to own and develop their own properties. The government has expanded low-income and affordable housing programs, allowing thousands of Guyanese to own homes, not lose them. If the government wanted to buy out properties, why would it be building and distributing thousands of house lots? I have to ask myself, where was this energy under the APNU AFC? All of these fancy foolishness that the mayor and the PNC councillors are trying to push at City Hall. Why y'all didn't have these bright ideas when you had Granger at the top, or Harmon at the top, Granger and the rest of the cabinet that's going to support you? During the APNU AFC's time, 2015 to 2020, Georgetown suffered under heavy mismanagement. Yet the mayor and his party never fought for tax relief for the poor people. Under the APNU AFC, the government hiked taxes, removed critical subsidies, and made life harder for ordinary Guyanese. Now they're in opposition. They're pretending to care about struggling citizens while ignoring the damage they did when they were in office. You can't be serious, man. You cannot be serious. I am saying to y'all this morning, Georgetown City Council is the problem, not the government. The mayor can't stand and tell you a proper accomplishment done on his tenure as mayor or deputy mayor. Nothing with sense. The city council has a history of financial mismanagement, corruption, and failure to maintain the city. Instead of defending tax waivers, they should explain where millions in collecting taxes have disappeared to over the years. I don't even really follow City Hall anymore because it's like a major headache, a migraine waiting for you. Their tax collection system, I don't know if it has been fixed. No, my phone there. I can't even call one of the councillors and find out. Based on the last information I got, if a citizen walks into City Hall there today and asks for printout of all the taxes they pay, it's a high chance they won't have a record there. So there's a possibility that even the persons who are not defaulters, who are actually paying their taxes, you don't have a proper record for them for it there. You best have all your damn receipts. You better have your receipts. Don't depend on City Hall to give you no record of your taxes. Has there been a reconciliation in the bank accounts of City Hall as yet? Why is the mayor studying about or focusing on not collecting money instead of trying to get the council back in good standing with itself? The government continues to bail out city council, yet they turn around and make politically motivated accusations. Now, this stuff by the mayor, this is political grandstanding and not a real solution. The mayor's claim is pure political fear-mongering. There is no government plot to seize properties, none whatsoever. None whatsoever. Instead of seeking real financial solutions, they are playing politics with people's emotions to attack the People's Progressive Party civic. The government's focus is development, housing, and economic growth, while the mayor's focus is excuses and deflection from City Hall's failures. At the end of the day, I say this to you with confidence. The PPPC government is investing in citizens, not bankrupting them. The real issue that we need to focus on, the citizens of Georgetown, the councillors of the Mayor and City Council of Georgetown, the real issue is the mismanagement by the City Council. And instead of fixing their failures, they are pushing baseless political propaganda to distract from the mayor and his own comrades, his councillors, their incompetence. Completely incompetent. I say this to you, Mr. Mayor. I am done treating with this matter. I hope that this message gets to you via councillor or a tag or somebody. I hope somebody tags you in this so that you could hear my arguments and you could put forward a sensible solution in terms of moving City Hall forward. All the foolishness that you've been talking about, no one cares about. Right? Did you pay the GT&T bill from Africa? Have you implemented anything you learned in Ghana about markets and that kind of thing here as yet? That is what we want to know, sir. These trips that you're going on to acquire knowledge, how is that knowledge matriculated into the municipality? Who's benefiting from it? The citizen. Which citizen benefiting from the knowledge that you, the mayor, instead of the clerk of markets or the engineer, the people who actually there to do work and not there for pomp and ceremony and to bang the gavel and to be, don't let me say that, and to be non-productive or unproductive like you and your councillors are. So you get it right. Look for solutions to make money, not to not collect the money. What's wrong with this guy? Guys, I'm out of here. Y'all have a wonderful morning. It's Tuesday. Y'all be safe on the roadways. Look out for the people who not looking out for y'all. And as I usually say before I go, it's all about peace. It's all about love. It's all about one guy.
We are a peaceful people, struggle as we struggle, and we don't look for trouble, just ask around. But when outside faces from foreign places talk about taking over, we ain't backing down. We ain't giving up no mountains, we ain't giving up no tree, we ain't giving up no river that belongs to we. Not one blue sake, not one rice grain, not one grass, not a blade of grass. This land is ours.